Okay, hello. So today we are going to attempt an AutoCAD question. It was done on July 2015 by the KNEC Examination Council. It's an ICT question, computer application practical. So the question goes like this: open a CAD program and set the millimeters as the default unit. Insert two layers, each with the following properties. A. Layer labeled body with a line width of 0.8 millimeters on which to draw the geometry. A layer labeled dimension with the line width set to 0.18 millimeters and of red color on which to draw the dimension. Okay, so let's do that. I've already opened an AutoCAD program, so this is the opening window. We'll click on the start drawing. The computer is a bit slow. Let me click again. Still no response. The computer is a bit slow, but it's opening up. Okay, so when the AutoCAD program opens, there's this window here, the one where we do our workouts, the one that has like a mesh, looks like a net. Then here are the tools. On top here on the menu, there are tools. We are currently at home, so you can see the line tools, you can see the circle tool, the rubber, the move tool. The first step will be to set the drawing units. We click here on this A. Drop down menu is supposed to appear. Yeah, the drop down menu. Then we go to drawing utilities, and then we move right up to units and click there. So according to the question, we are supposed to set the units to millimeters. Currently it's at inches, so we're going to click the drop down, then set to millimeters. I will also set the precision to 0. I always draw under 0, then OK. The next question was to insert two layers, one named body with a line width of 0.8 millimeters and another one named dimension with a line width of 0.18 millimeters. So we'll go back to our AutoCAD program, and to set layers you come here, you click here on the layers, then layer property, the computer is slow. Yeah, there's this default layer. We will leave this one and add a new layer. This button here is for adding new layers. I'm going to click here to add a new layer. The first layer will be body. You can type the name here on this space, body. Line width is the line width. It is set under default. We are going to change it to 0.8. 0.8. Yeah, 0.8 millimeters. Then press OK, and we are done with this layer. Let me confirm. Yeah, it was 0.8 millimeters. Then the second layer is 0.18 millimeters. So I'm going to open the AutoCAD program, create a new layer named dimension. I'm going to set the line width to 0.18 millimeters, then click OK. And I think we were supposed to set color. yeah, of color red. So go back to the AutoCAD program, and here is color. We're going to set the color of the dimension to red. Let me choose this one, this red, then okay. Then we are done, so I'm going to close and return to the question for more instructions. Okay, draw on the layer named body the geometry shown in figure 1 below using the dimension indicated. So we have to draw this geometry shown using the dimensions given. So according to this shape, I will first draw a rectangle. You can see initially it was a rectangle, then all the other parts were cut. So the first one will be a rectangle of the width is 175 and height is 100. So I'm going back to the AutoCAD program. Remember the question said we should draw on the body layer, so we're going back to layers, layer property, and click on the body, this diamond part, until the green ticks appear there, like that. So now we have selected the body layer. We're going to close, and this is the line command. We're going to take the line command, place it here. We have to go a distance of 175. That was the width. Okay, so the line has moved away from the screen. I'm going to press escape to disconnect the line. I'm going to take the hand tool. This is used to move the background page. Select the page using left on the mouse, then drag the XY to the corner. I'm going to zoom out. Repeat the same process. Select and move the XY axis to the corner. Then I'm going to select the command, the move command here. This is the move command. Moves objects a specific distance. So select the move command, select the line. After selecting the line, you press enter. Then you select the base point. The base point is where you will hold the line when you move it. So I'll select the base point, move it up here, then click left to place it. The next line was 100 centimeters, the height. So I'm going to click on the where the other line starts, go down 400 centimeters. You can press F8 to make sure the lines are straight. So I just confirm. I'll go 100 centimeters down using the 90-degree angle to make sure the line is straight. So type the 100, then press enter. I'm going to move 175 going sideways. Enter. Then I'm going to move up again for a distance of 100 centimeters. Enter. Then escape to disconnect the line. So my rectangle is complete. I'm going back to the question. So we can tell here there's a circle. There's a circle on this side of the rectangle. The radius of the circle is given. It is 60. It's 25. So I'm going back to the AutoCAD program. I'm going to select the circle command. Click on the arrow. Then we'll be using radius to draw. There is an option for radius and diameter. We'll choose radius. Click on the center of the circle. It shows you the green triangle. Click left, drag a little bit, then type in the radius 25. Enter. Yeah, we have drawn a circle. Let's go back to the drawing. Okay, so we can also tell there's another circle here with a radius of 25 on this side of the circle, or this side of the rectangle. This circle will not be on the line, it will be a bit inside the rectangle. So let's do that. Or we can use copy. I use the copy command. Select this circle since they have the same radius. Click enter. Then I will select the base point where you hold the object you're moving, and drag it all the way to the other side of the rectangle. Then I will place it there left. Then I'll click escape to avoid making additional copies. Let's return to the question. Yeah, on this side you can see a fillet. The rectangle has been filleted on the corner here, on the top corner of the right, on the left top corner. So I'll go back to the drawing. I'll select the fillet command. Actually, it's not the fillet, it's the chamfer. Fillet is when you want to draw, you want to put a round edge, but here is a flat edge, so it's a chamfer. You can see the explanation there. So I'll select the chamfer, and it says select the first line. I'll select the first line and click enter. I will type the distance. The distance is 10. I'll type the distance 10 and click enter. Then I will select the second line. It did not work. Let me repeat that process. Select the first line, enter. I'll click here on distance and type the distance of 10, enter. Then I'll select the second line. It still says specify the chamfer distance, so 10, then enter again, then select the second line. Yeah, done. Let's return to our question. Okay, so there's a circle here, an ellipse, a bit of an ellipse that has a distance of 60. While the distance of 60, you can see the dimension is given here. Height, let's say it's height of 60, and maybe a width of 20. We're adding the 10 here and the 10 that's on this other side, so 20. The distance of this circle from the other circle is about, the distance of that circle from the edge is 45. You can see here 45. So I will return to the AutoCAD program, select the line, put it on that corner, go sideways, a distance of 45, then click enter, then go just any distance. This line is for knowing where the circle is supposed to start, so click there and then enter. I hope my line is straight. Okay, so the distance from the edge of the rectangle to where the midpoint of the circle is 45. So this will be the center of the circle. You can select the midpoint of this circle, or the midpoint of this line, go a distance of about, yeah, that one. No, let me increase the size of the line there. Okay, escape. So the midpoint of the circle will be here. Now we have to draw the circle. You will not use the normal circle command that we use here, because the circle is a bit like an oval. So we'll select the lower one, the one called center. Select this one, the center, for creating an ellipse. So center, I'll select the midpoint of where the circle is supposed to begin and drag a little. Now I will drag, let me confirm something. Yeah, I will use the 10 here, the 10. So let me go a distance of 10, this side 10, enter. Then the distance going upwards, remember, the distance going upwards, the whole circle height is 60. The dimension is given here is 60, but we are using radius, so 60 divided by 2 will be 30. The distance going upwards at an angle of 90 degrees will be 30 centimeter. Then enter. There's our ellipse. Okay. So I'm going to confirm if this circle is in the middle. I'm going to draw and try to move it. Base point, yeah, the center, yeah, it's on the middle. So yeah, so I'm going back to the question. You can see there's a small circle here with a radius of 12. This small circle appears to be on the middle of the bigger circle of radius 25. So I'll draw the small circle. Select radius, find the middle of the circle, there, click left, drag a bit, then input the radius of 12 and click enter. That's a smaller circle. Now returning back to the question, you can see there is an identical circle on this side that has been drawn on a distance of 70 centimeter. From the midpoint of this small circle to the other midpoint is 70 centimeter. You can see the dimension here. So let me draw the other circle. I can draw or use copy command. Let's use copy command. Copy, select the object you want to copy, press enter. Select the base point will be the center of the circle. Then it's going on the left direction at an angle of 180 degrees to maintain a straight line at a distance of, I think it was 70. Then click enter. That's it. Then escape to avoid making additional copies. Return to the question. I think we are done. There are only two places that are left. Here we have an angle of 45 degrees here, and the distance from, so we have to find the distance from the end of this rectangle on the right side to here where there is an angle of 45. So remember, we have been given a distance of 175 for the entire width. Then there's this dimension that says the distance from the edge of the rectangle to where this line starts is 48. So we'll draw a line of 48 degrees. Then move the line downwards at an angle of 45 degrees. But since we already we'll use the lower side, since this side you have already edited it. So select the line at the corner, move a distance of 48, enter. There. Then we need to move up at an angle. What was the angle? At an angle of 45 degrees. So you can see there are two points here, one showing the angle, the other showing the distance of the line. So set the line in such a way that it is on a 45 degrees angle. You can move the line forward to see the angle. There, that's 45 degrees. That's 45 degrees. But now we have to find out the distance it moved. So I'm going back to the question. You can tell that the line is somehow connected to this other circle. You see there's a straight line from the end of the circle to where the line reaches. So we're going back to the drawing, placing it on an angle of 45 degrees. There, I will click there. Then I will use the escape button. Let's go back to our drawing. Okay, yes. Then I'm going to draw from this other side, the upper side. But on the upper side, we will not use 48, since we already deducted 10 here. So 48 minus 10, it will be 38. So I'll go back to the drawing, selecting a line, starting from here and going the right side, a distance of 38. Hope you understand how we got that at 38. Then enter. Then I'll move down an angle of 45 degrees. There. Then escape. So our drawing is almost over. We only have to draw 2 more lines. I'll select the line. The lines I'm drawing right now are this one. The one from the end of the circle to where the 45 degrees angle line is. So I'll select the line. Seems I cannot draw on top of the circle because the line will go back to the center. So I'll start on the center and go a distance of 25 degrees. The distance I'm going is the radius distance. I'm doing this because you cannot start drawing the line at the top of the circle. So 25 degrees, press enter. Then move an unspecified distance, but make sure the angle is 180. Okay, click there, escape. Repeat the same process. So select a line, select the midpoint of the circle, go down an angle, go down a distance of 25 degrees, 25 centimeter, click enter. Then move left at an unspecified distance, but make sure that the angle is 180 degrees to maintain a straight line. Okay, escape. So our drawing is done. What we are left to do is use the trim to delete the unwanted parts. I use the trim command to delete the unwanted parts. So I'm going to select the entire drawing, select on trim, use the trim command, then delete anything that is not on the original drawing. For example, this this line, delete the line, delete this line, this line, this line, this line. If you cannot delete the line, just leave it. We'll delete it using a rubber. Now this line, what about here? It's refusing. Okay, this line, also the outer side of this circle, these are the lines, this line, this line, this line, this line. Yeah, I suppose this line was not there too. Let's zoom in. Okay, so I don't think I can delete the other lines. I'll have to use the rubber. So click on escape to remove the selected command, click on the rubber tool and delete the rest of the lines. This one, this one. Be careful not that you delete something you're not supposed to delete. We almost forgot a line. I suppose, let me view the drawing again. Okay, so there was another line I was supposed to draw. Click enter to delete the selected. There's another line I was supposed to draw from where this circle ends to the top of this other circle. Okay, it's not possible, so I will draw a line from the middle of this circle going up a distance of, I think the distance was 12 centimeter. enter, then draw the line to the top of the circle, escape, repeat the process. Enter, there. Okay, select the entire document and go back to the trim command. Okay, so suppose this was not there, this side of the circle, and this line. Okay, escape, use the rubber command to remove the rest. Select them, then click enter. I think our drawing is done. The only thing we need to add are the hatch are the lines crossing inside the drawing. So return to the AutoCAD program, where we find our ellipse, where we find the ellipse drawing tool. There's supposed to be a hatch command. I can't find it, so I will search down here where it says type a command. Okay, hatch, HATCH. Yeah, here's the hatch command. Yeah, here's the hatch command. So we can use this drop down arrow to select the most appropriate hatch to place. I normally use the ghost because it shows the line clearly. Click the part where the hatch is supposed to be. There, see? So I think we are done. The only thing left to do are the dimensions. So let me show you to put the dimensions on the drawing. But remember, Roman number 2 says fully dimension the geometry as it appears on the layer labeled dimensions. So we have to change the layers. I will select on the layer property and change the layer from body to dimension. Double click on the diamond part until the green ticks appear there, then close. So I think the first one we'll place is the 175 dimension and the 100. So I will select this point. Let's zoom in, select this line. No, I have to select on dimension first, and I cannot find the dimension, so I will search here the dimension tool. You can search dim or dimension in full. Here is the dimension. Let me search the full name. Dimension here. Click on it, click on the line. The dimension is supposed to start. Okay, zoom out, click. Since there is no line here, I will click on the center of the line, the center of the circle, then I will drag upwards, yeah, upwards. I think you can go. I can't move any further, so I'll just click the escape, use the hand tool to move the page down, and repeat the process. So because we already searched the dimension command, I can find it when you click this part. So here, dim, this is for dimension, short form for dimension. So select the line, the center of the circle, then move upwards and leftwards. Yes, okay. So let's confirm the distance. Yes, 175. Okay, let's draw the other dimension. Escape to remove the line command. Select here, select the dim for dimension. So the 100 one is supposed to start from here we cannot use this corner because there's no line there. So start from here to the end, go leftwards and downwards. Let's confirm the distance is 100. What other dimensions should we put? There's this 48 one, the 10 one on both sides. Let's do that. So we are still on the dimension command, so I'll not select it again. So let's put the 48 one. Because there's no line here, we'll use this line up to here, move upwards. Let's confirm the distance is 48. Okay, let's do the 10 one. So select this line and this line and move it leftwards and downwards. Then another one from here to here and move it upwards. This 10, yes, 10. Let's return to our drawing. Let's put the 45 one and the 35 and the 70. So 45, 35, 70. 45, start from this circle here, the center of this circle, to the other line that was on this side, the one we deleted. So it's supposed to start from here to the center of this other circle. I cannot find the midpoint there. Then we drag it downwards and leftwards. So zoom in. It's 45 with some points. The next one was the 35 one, from the middle of this circle to the middle of the smaller circle here. So the smaller circle, you need to find the midpoint here. Click there, click the center of this other circle. If you cannot find the center, you can click the arc and the center will appear. So click there, zoom out, move downwards and rightwards, like that. It's supposed to be the same distance as this other dimension. Zoom in and click left. And finally the 71, from the middle of the smaller circle to the middle of the other smaller circle. So it doesn't show the center, so we'll click on the arc. The moment you click on the arc, it shows you the center. So select the center of that circle. The center of the other circle we know it's here, but it does not show, so don't click on the arc, just move the line to the arc, then it will show you, and click on the center, then drag downwards. Okay, there. So this line is supposed to be 70. This other line is supposed to be 35, 34. I don't know why it's saying 34. 34. 34. Escape. Something must be wrong. Let me delete it. Select the dimension and click delete. Escape. Select on the dimension and click delete. Let's redo this. Select on here, dim, center of the circle and center of this other circle, and go downwards. It's still 34, so I think there's an error when drawing, but that's 1 centimeter is a very small difference. So we'll continue, go back to the drawing. The 60, we haven't put the 61. So return to AutoCAD program. So the dimension are from the top of this. So here we seem to have a problem. You cannot place dimension on top of this ellipse. So we will have to draw a line from the center, or from here to where the circle ends. Then escape. So now let's try and draw, then input the dimension. So yeah, from there to there, then going a distance of like that, then click left. Now we have to delete the additional line here, so click escape, click the line we drew and delete it, the other line and delete it. Still there. No, I think that's okay. No, I think I'll leave it. Okay, what else? I think we're left with the radius of the circle. So this circle, the 25 radius, the smaller circle of 12 radius, and this other circle of 25 radius. So for radius we use dim radius command. So I'll search the dim radius command, dim radius, or dimrad. Short form is dimrad. So select the dim radius. Now for the circle you just select the arc. You can see here selected from the top of the circle. So I'll click there, and yeah, it's as easy as that. And click left, zoom in, you can see the radius is 25. Zoom out. Now we have to input from this other side. So from the drawing you can see the point where they select, you can see an arrow. On the circle you always select on the arc, not on the center. You can see the line is going all the way to the center, but you are supposed to select at the arc. On this side they selected on the outer arc, on the smaller circle they selected on the inner arc. So let's do that. Select on the arc of this outer circle. Let me select the dim radius command. Okay, so click on this arc, pull downwards, then click. You can see it's still 25. Then on the top select dim radius again, click inside the smaller circle arc, then click there. So the radius is 12. So I think we're done with our question. This is how you're supposed to be, it was supposed to be done. This question was from the KNEC paper on ICT. I think it was 2015 KNEC AutoCAD question. So we are done. That's how you're supposed to do it done. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. Okay, this is the end of our video.